Welcome to Living Your Senior Life, the podcast where we explore tips, ideas, and inspiration for making the most of every season of life. Whether it's health, lifestyle, or a little bit of fun, we're here to help you live well, live fully, and live your best senior life. In today's episode, we're looking at low-impact fitness for seniors. So sit back, relax, and let's discover what we can learn.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. There's this common idea, right, that as we age, we just have to slow down. But what our sources are suggesting is kind of the opposite. It's more about exercising smarter, not necessarily slower.
Exactly. Smarter movement.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into low-impact exercise for seniors. We want to figure out how it keeps you strong, balanced, energetic, well into your golden years.
Yeah.
And when we say low impact, we're talking about movements that are gentle on the joints, less jarring force, so you can stay active without that wear and tear.
Right. Avoiding that pounding.
Our mission here is really to cut through all the information overload and just give you a clear path. Why is this approach such a potential game changer for strength, balance, energy? This deep dive pulls insights from a really comprehensive guide.
And what's so fascinating, I think, is that it's not just about avoiding injury, though that's important. It's actually about actively, upgrading your physical and your cognitive well-being.
Ah, interesting. Both mind and body.
Yes. Our guide shows how these exercises are pretty much tailored for every fitness level. They protect those joints while still building strength, improving heart health, and really boosting overall quality of life.
So it's not just for people who are already super fit.
Not at all. It's for anyone just starting out, maybe coming back after a break, or even if you're just trying to maintain what you're doing now, it adapts.
Okay, good to know. Now, before we get into all the practical stuff, we have to do our quick but really critical note.
Always important.
Yeah. This deep dive, like all of ours, is for informational purposes only. You really should talk to your healthcare professional before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have existing health conditions.
Absolutely crucial.
Our source actually points to specific guidelines from the American College of Sports Medicine. They recommend getting medical clearance if, say, you haven't exercised regularly and you have cardiovascular, metabolic, or kidney disease.
Right. Or if you're experiencing certain symptoms.
Exactly, like chest pain, dizziness, unusual shortness of breath, get that checked out first. And also, if you're looking to jump from moderate to more vigorous exercise, just, be safe. Keep that in mind.
Please do.
So, the big takeaway message from the sources seems pretty clear. Low-impact exercises are, well, maybe like your secret weapon for staying strong, healthy, independent.
That's a good way to put it.
We're going to walk you through the benefits, look at a progressive guide for different levels, touch on equipment, safety tips, and even how you might craft your own plan.
Sounds like a great roadmap.
Okay, so beyond just being easier on the joints, what's the bigger picture? Why is low impact so vital for seniors, according to the research?
Well, it's really holistic. Our guide emphasizes these profound physical and cognitive benefits. It's not just about muscle and bone.
Cognitive too?
Yes. For instance, there are studies showing specific positive outcomes for women aged 65 to 85, things like stronger bones, yes, but also sharper minds. It's really about maintaining independence and mental clarity.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you mentioned intensity. When guidelines like the CDC talk about moderate intensity, what does that actually look like in terms of time commitment?
It's surprisingly achievable. The CDC recommends about 150 minutes a week.
Okay, 150 minutes.
Which sounds like a lot, but break it down. That's just 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Or another way to think about it is aiming for maybe 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day.
Ah, so not climbing mountains every day.
No. These manageable amounts directly translate to better cardiovascular health, endurance, stronger muscles and bones, and crucially, better balance and coordination, which actively reduces that risk of falls.
That fall risk is such a big concern.
It is. And on top of that, you get increased flexibility, better joint mobility, boost to mental health and cognitive function. It all ties back to maintaining independence in your daily life.
Okay, so we've definitely established the why. The potential here is incredible. Now, let's get practical. The how. Our guide offers a clear roadmap, right? Starting points for everyone.
Exactly. It meets you where you are.
Let's start with the absolute basics. Perfect if you're new or maybe just getting back into things after a while.
Good place to start.
For someone in that boat, what's one of those gateway activities, something really effective but maybe doable right at home?
Yeah, the perfect example is chair exercises. Our sources literally call them a gateway to fitness. They're completely safe, super accessible,
So literally exercising in a chair.
literally. You can do them while watching TV. All you need is a sturdy chair, preferably one with back support. We're talking simple things like seated marches, just lifting your knees,
Okay.
gentle arm circles for your shoulders, seated twists for your spine, ankle rolls, even seated leg extensions to work your thighs. It's surprisingly effective for arm and leg function with zero impact.
I love that. Exercises you can do watching your favorite show takes away the excuse, doesn't it?
Pretty much. Makes it feel less like a chore.
Building on that, what's like the absolute most foundational exercise the sources point to?
Hands down, it's walking.
Just plain walking.
Yep. It's free. You can do it almost anywhere. And the benefits are huge: heart, muscles, even your mental well-being.
How should someone start if they're new to it?
Start easy, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, nice flat surface, then gradually build up. Aim for that 30 minutes, 5 days a week target eventually.
And how do you know if you're pushing too hard?
Use the talk test. You should be able to chat comfortably, hold a conversation, but probably not belt out a song. If you're too breathless to talk, ease back a bit.
Got it. Talk, don't sing.
Exactly. And always think safety. Good supportive shoes. Try to walk in daylight, stay hydrated, and maybe walk with a friend. It helps with motivation and safety.
Makes sense. Okay, so once you've got that foundation, maybe feeling a bit more confident, you're ready for a little more, our sources have some really engaging options next, right?
Absolutely. Moving into that intermediate level for those with some experience.
What's something that maybe blends mind and body?
Well, a really fascinating one is Tai Chi. People often call it a gentle martial art.
Ah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Looks very graceful.
It is, and research backs it up. It strengthens muscles, really helps prevent falls, and can even have positive effect for conditions like osteoarthritis or Parkinson's.
Wow.
What's unique is that blend of flowing movements with mindfulness. It leads to better balance, coordination, strength, flexibility, and stress reduction, mental clarity. Plus, doing it in a group adds a social element.
How do you get started with Tai Chi?
Look for beginner classes. Community centers often have them, or there are tons of videos online for seniors. Just need a clear space and focus on those slow, controlled movements.
Okay, Tai Chi. Now here's one that sounds fun. Dancing.
Yes, dancing is fantastic.
It feels like more than just exercise.
It totally is. It's like a full package deal: cardio, balance, brain stimulation, social interaction, all rolled into one. It's almost like stealth exercise.
Stealth exercise, I like that. What kinds are good for seniors?
Our sources mention things like ballroom, line dancing, even chair dancing is great, folk dancing, Zumba Gold, which is Zumba adapted for older adults.
Zumba Gold, okay.
The benefits are amazing. Boat balance, coordination, heart fitness, improved memory and cognitive function, more flexibility, social connection, mood boost. It ticks so many boxes.
So how do you start if you feel like you have two left feet?
Ha! Look for classes specifically labeled senior dance, or try chair dancing videos online first. The key is just simple movements and focusing on enjoyment, not perfection.
Right. Fun over form sometimes.
Definitely. Now, if you want something really gentle, especially if joints are a concern, water-based exercise is exceptional.
Ah, the pool.
Exactly. The buoyancy of water means basically zero impact on your joints, but you still get resistance from the water, which helps strengthen muscles.
So it's gentle but effective.
Very effective. Think water aerobics classes, lap swimming, even just walking back and forth in the shallow end or doing balance exercises holding onto the side. It's great for heart health, strength, mood. Plus, heated pools are comfortable year-round.
That water support sounds really appealing. Okay, so that covers beginner and intermediate. What about folks who are already pretty active and want to keep it up, but still stay low impact?
Great question. There are excellent advanced options, too.
Let's talk strength. We often think heavy weights, which can seem intimidating. But the guide mentions progressive resistance training, right? CDC recommends it twice a week.
That's right. And a common misconception is that it has to be heavy lifting.
Yeah.
But it's really about gradual, controlled resistance. It's absolutely essential for maintaining functional capacity, being able to do everyday things, staying independent.
So what are the safe options? Not necessarily barbells.
Definitely not. Resistance bands are fantastic, super versatile, inexpensive, portable. Light free weights maybe start with just 1 to 3 pounds. Focus on form.
1 to 3 pounds, okay.
Body weight exercises are great too, like modified push-ups against a wall, gentle squats, making sure your knees don't go over your toes, wall sits. Or weight machines in a gym can offer controlled movement if you prefer.
What are the key safety points for resistance training?
Start lighter than you think you need to. Focus always on proper form over weight. Give yourself rest days. Breathe normally, don't hold your breath. And absolutely stop if you feel pain or dizziness. Listen to your body.
Got it. Form over ego.
Precisely. Then for advanced low-impact cardio, cycling is another fantastic option.
Cycling, right. Good for joints.
Excellent. Research shows it really benefits joint mobility, cardiovascular health, and mental well-being. There was actually a 2023 review highlighting how consistent cycling can even help slow cognitive decline.
Wow, cognitive benefits from cycling too. What kind of bikes work well?
Lots of choices now. Traditional bikes, but look for ones with comfortable, upright seating. Recumbent bikes are great. They have back support, easier to get on and off.
Recumbent, okay.
Electric bikes or e-bikes can give you a little boost, help with hills or longer rides. And of course, stationary bikes are perfect for exercising indoors anytime, regardless of weather.
So many options there. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Equipment. One of the nice things about low impact is you don't always need a ton of gear, right?
Exactly. A lot can be done at home with minimal investment.
What are some must-haves according to the guide?
Resistance bands are probably top of the list. So versatile, budget-friendly, portable. Look for a set with different levels, good handles, maybe a door anchor.
Bands, check. What else?
A good yoga or exercise mat, essential for cushioning if you're doing anything on the floor, provides a non-slip surface. And a stability ball, great for core strength and balance. Just make sure you get the right size for your height.
Okay, bands, mat, ball. What about specific cardio equipment if someone wants that at home?
A recumbent exercise bike is often recommended. That back support is key, easier entry and exit. Look for adjustable resistance, maybe heart rate monitoring.
And something smaller.
Those under-desk pedal exercisers are quite popular. Very compact, you can use them while sitting, watching TV. Good for gentle leg or even arm circulation. Again, look for adjustable resistance.
And crucially, safety equipment.
Proper footwear is non-negotiable. Non-slip soles, good arch support, make sure they fit well with enough room for your toes, breathable material. Your feet are your foundation.
Good shoes, absolutely. Anything else?
If you often exercise alone, especially outdoors, a medical alert device is something to consider. Just for peace of mind, quick access to help if needed. Many are waterproof now, too.
Good point. Okay, let's talk safety guidelines more broadly. We mentioned the doctor check-in, but what about before each workout?
Right. Beyond the initial doctor consult, our sources stress doing a quick personal check-in every time. How's your energy level? Feeling okay today?
Just tuning in.
Exactly. Also, make sure your exercise space is clear, no tripping hazards, have water handy, keep your phone nearby just in case. Simple steps, but important.
And what are the absolute red flags? The signs to stop immediately?
This is critical. Stop exercising immediately and seek medical attention if you experience chest pain or pressure, severe shortness of breath, dizziness or feeling faint, a persistent rapid or irregular heartbeat, nausea or vomiting, or any severe joint or muscle pain.
Don't push through those.
Absolutely not. Those are serious warning signs. Your body's telling you something important, and you need to listen.
Okay, vital information. Now let's bring it all together. How does someone actually create a personal plan from all this? Our sources offer a template, right?
We do. It makes it much less daunting.
They give an example, weekly schedule, mixing things up, like maybe Monday is a 30-minute walk plus some chair exercises.
Right. Tuesday could be resistance bands.
Wednesday, maybe Tai Chi or yoga. Thursday, swimming if you have access. Friday, another walk focusing on balance.
Saturday could be lighter, fun activity like gardening or dancing. Sunday, rest or gentle stretching. It shows how you can combine different types.
And tracking progress doesn't need to be complicated.
Not at all. A simple log can be really motivating. Just jot down what you did, for how long, how you felt. Maybe note any pain or celebrate small achievements.
Little wins. And that talk test for intensity again.
Yeah, it's a great practical guide. Light intensity, you can sing. Moderate intensity, you can talk comfortably but not sing. That's usually the target zone for most benefits. Vigorous. You can only manage a few words before needing a breath. Probably time to ease back for low-impact goals.
Talk but not sing. That's the sweet spot.
That's generally it. And for progression, the guide suggests focusing on just being consistent and getting the form right for the first week or two.
Okay, consistency first.
Then maybe weeks 3 and 4. Add 5 minutes to your duration. Weeks 5 and 6, perhaps add some very light resistance or slightly increase intensity. Week 7 and beyond, just continue that gradual progression, always listening to your body.
Slow and steady. Makes sense. Okay, so we have the what and the how, but sticking with it long term. That's the challenge, isn't it? Motivation.
It really is key for sustained health benefits. Our sources have some great tips here. One is finding your exercise personality.
Exercise personality.
Yeah. Are you social? Maybe group classes or a walking club is for you. Are you more of a solo person? A home setup might work best. Outdoorsy, hit the trails, tech savvy. Use apps and trackers. Knowing what you genuinely enjoy makes a huge difference.
Tailoring it to yourself.
Exactly. And setting realistic goals, not trying to do too much too soon.
What are examples of realistic goals?
Think short term, like for the next 4 weeks. Maybe just exercise 3 days this week, or complete one 20-minute workout, or try one new type of exercise.
Achievable steps.
Then medium term, say 3 month. Aim for that 150 minutes weekly total, or focus on demonstrably improving your balance or feeling stronger in daily tasks.
Yielding momentum.
And long term, 3 months and beyond, maintaining that consistent routine becomes the goal itself. Maybe participating in a community fun walk or even helping other seniors get started.
Paying it forward.
Yeah, it's about shifting that mindset, isn't it? From feeling like I have to exercise to I get to move in a way that helps me stay independent and feel good. That shift itself is powerful.
That's a great way to look at it. Now, we touched on consulting doctors, but how does low-impact exercise specifically adapt for common health conditions? Again, informational only. Talk to your doctor.
Right, crucial disclaimer.
For heart disease.
Start very gradually with doctor approval. Monitor heart rate if advised. Really important. Avoid holding your breath during exertion. Stick strictly to low impact.
Diabetes.
Check blood sugar before and after exercise. Might need to carry quick-acting glucose. Stay well hydrated. And pay close attention to your feet. Check for any cuts or blisters daily.
Foot care is key. Osteoporosis.
You actually want some weight-bearing activity, like walking. Add resistance training, too. But crucially, avoid exercises that involve bending forward from the waist. Focus heavily on balance exercises to prevent falls, which are especially dangerous with osteoporosis.
Right, protect the spine, prevent falls,
Right.
high blood pressure.
Similar to heart disease, avoid holding your breath, keep breathing steadily, change positions slowly, like getting up from the floor to prevent dizziness, monitor blood pressure as your doctor recommends, and stay hydrated.
Great specific tips there. Now, our sources also tackled some frequently asked questions, which is helpful, like, is it ever actually too late to start exercising?
The answer is a resounding no. Research consistently shows benefits at any age. Even starting in your 80s or 90s can improve strength, balance, and quality of life. Just get that healthcare provider check-in first.
Never too late.
Oh.
Okay. How do I know for sure if I'm exercising too hard?
Back to the talk test. If you can't speak in reasonably full sentences, you're likely pushing too hard for moderate intensity. Slow down.
What if I have arthritis or joint pain? Seems counterintuitive to exercise.
Actually, low-impact activities like water aerobics, tai chi, gentle stretching, they can often reduce arthritis symptoms and improve joint function over time. But definitely talk to your doctor for personalized advice on what's best for your specific joints.
So it can help, not just hurt. How long does it usually take to see results?
Many people report feeling more energetic and having a better mood within just 2 or 3 weeks. Tangible physical improvements like better balance or increased strength usually take a bit longer, maybe 6 to 8 weeks of consistent effort. Consistency is the magic word.
Patience and consistency. What about feeling embarrassed? Like with dancing, you think you have 2 left feet.
Huh. Totally understandable. But remember, fitness dancing is about moving and having fun, not performing. Chair dancing at home is a great private way to start, and most senior classes are incredibly supportive and non-judgmental. Everyone's there for the same reason, to feel good.
Good point. And what if you don't have access to a gym or a pool?
That's one of the best things. So many of these exercises we've talked about, chair exercises, resistance bands, walking, require absolutely no gym membership. You can do them effectively right at home or in your neighborhood. Your living room can be your gym.
Makes it very accessible.
Okay.
So wrapping this all up, what's the core message for someone listening right now?
I think the biggest takeaway is wonderfully simple. The best exercise program out there is the one you'll actually do consistently.
The way you stick with.
Exactly. Our sources really emphasize starting where you are. Use what you have available. Do what you can manage today. It's not about becoming some elite athlete overnight. It's about maintaining your health, your independence, that quality of life for many years to come. So maybe the action plan is, this week, just choose one beginner activity. Try it for 10-15 minutes.
Just one step.
Just one step. Next week, maybe add a second type or add a few more minutes. By month 2, perhaps increase duration a bit more. Maybe try an intermediate option if you feel ready. And ongoing, just keep listening to your body, track your progress however simply, and celebrate those wins. Every single step counts.
Start small, be consistent, listen to your body. Great advice.
And maybe this raises a final question for you, the listener, to ponder. Thinking about all these different ways to move gently. Water, chairs, dancing. Walking was one familiar activity from your past. Could be dancing to a favorite old song, a walk in a park you used to love, even a simple stretch you remember enjoying. Could you consciously bring that back into your life this week? Adapt it so it's gentle now, and just reconnect with that feeling, that sense of maybe youthful movement and joy.
Reconnecting with past joy through movement. That's a lovely thought to end on. And just one final reminder from us. For the most current exercise guidelines and personalized safety advice tailored to you, please always consult with your healthcare provider.
Thanks for listening to Living Your Senior Life. Be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode, and visit livingyourSeniorLife.com for more articles, resources, and inspiration. Until next time, keep living your best life.